Hey folks, my name is Chance Norris and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I want to go over somebody who deeply inspires me, that person being Harvey Milk. For those of you who don't know who Harvey Milk is, simply put, he's a trailblazer, activist, and community leader. Some of you may know about him through the 2008 biopic Milk, directed by Gus Van Sant. I love this film. It was how I learned about Harvey Milk, and it deeply inspired me to feel a little more comfortable when it came to using my voice to speak about issues that matter to me. However, the film does leave out a couple of details, so I'm going to try to bridge the gap to the best of my ability. I am by no means a historian or a professional. I am just somebody who feels like queer history needs to be talked about more. So where to start? How about answering simply, who was Harvey Milk? Harvey Milk was born May 22nd, 1930 in Woodmere, New York to William and Minerva Milk. He found out he was gay at an early age and he took measures to hide that fact. He attended Bayshore High School and later New York State College for Teachers at Albany. After graduating in 1951, he enlisted in the United States Navy during the Korean War and served as a diving instructor in San Diego, California until 1955 when he was honorably discharged. Following his discharge, Milk moved back to New York where he worked a variety of jobs while living in the closet and remaining politically conservative. Becoming increasingly tired with his financing job, he began to befriend new and more progressive people in Greenwich Village. In 1972, he moved to San Francisco with his boyfriend Scott Smith and opened up a camera store on Castro Street called Castro Camera. In 1973, he decided to run for the San Francisco Board of Supervisors, which he wound up losing. The next year, Milk co-founded the Castro Village Association and launched the Castro Street Fair. Milk was also a help to the Teamsters Union during this time, where he successfully got Coors beer out of all of the gay bars, and for the first time, the union hired openly gay drivers. In 1975, he ran again for the Board of Supervisors and was unsuccessful, but it wasn't a total loss. He wound up snagging a spot on the Board of Permit Appeals. He would later announce his candidacy for the California State Assembly, where he lost for a third time, but even still he didn't give up. He wound up successfully pushing for an overhaul on the Board of Supervisors elections by changing it from citywide to a district format. With this new format, Milk decided to run one more time for the San Francisco Board of Supervisors, only this time, he won, making him the first openly gay elected official. So now that you know more about Harvey Milk, what was his run in office like? In his first month, he organized a citywide ordinance to require dog owners to scoop their pets' poop. This gained a lot of traction because dog poop was considered the #1 problem in a citywide poll. He later fronted a bill banning discrimination in employment, housing, and public accommodations based on sexual orientation. The bill was passed and signed into law on March 21st, 1978 by Mayor Moscone. After the gay rights legislation came the Briggs Initiative. California Senator John Briggs introduced Prop 6, a piece of anti-gay legislation calling to ban gay teachers and any allies in California schools. Milk fought very hard against this. He even garnered support from President Jimmy Carter and future President Ronald Reagan. Fortunately, Prop 6 was shot down and didn't become a reality. These are just a few things he was able to accomplish, and he would have been able to accomplish much more if it wasn't for the insecurity, fragility, and cowardice of one man. On November 27th, 1978, ex-supervisor Dan White shot and killed Harvey Milk along with Mayor George Moscone. Now, I'm not going to dive too deep into Dan White because this video is about Harvey Milk and not his spineless murderer. However, I will say his defense is laughable and it shows a clear flaw in the United States justice system. Just look up the Twinkie defense. Keep in mind that this defense caused massive outrage and led to the White Night riots, which if anything, I encourage you to look that up. Harvey Milk's success and death inspired many around the time to come out and acknowledge their own sexualities. Schools, buildings, and public centers across California started to be named in Harvey Milk's honor. In 2009, Harvey Milk's birthday would be declared Harvey Milk Day in California, and President Obama would honor him with the Presidential Medal of Freedom. In 2016, the United States Navy announced that they would be naming a naval fleet oiler under construction the USNS Harvey Milk. To learn more about Harvey Milk, I recommend the documentary The Times of Harvey Milk, directed by Rob Epstein. Also, I mentioned it earlier in the video, the 2008 biopic Milk, directed by Gus Van Sant. I also want to thank the people over at biography.com and history.com for providing me with more information for this video. I'll leave a link to all my sources below. If you like this video, consider leaving a like, consider leaving a comment, or if you want to see more content like this, consider subscribing. Thank you all for watching and have a good day.